Hello some pilots, welcome back to the channel and welcome to tonight's Vatsim for Beginners flight. On the previous video we took the Inibuilds Airbus A320 on a short trip from Gatwick to Amsterdam, and tonight we're going to do the return leg from Amsterdam back to Gatwick, but this time we're going to be doing it on the Vatsim network. Now there is an event that's going to begin shortly from Amsterdam to Warsaw, but we're going to take advantage of what should be a full ATC on the departure, and we're going to head the other way to Gatwick. Tonight's short flight is only going to be less than an hour, so we're not going to climb too high. Hopefully we have full ATC coverage from takeoff to landing. We should definitely have full ATC coverage on the departure, but at the moment we do have a few controllers on in the London area. Hopefully more come online as we head over the channel. So as always, first things first, we're going to start planning our flight using SimBrief. We're going to set everything up, then we're going to connect to the Vatsim network and take it from there. So first things first, as always, is SimBrief. So we're going to click on new flight. Our flight tonight is an EasyJet flight, so we're going to be replicating the EasyJet 8685, departing from Amsterdam, which is Echo Hotel Alpha Mike, and we're arriving at Echo Golf Kilo Kilo. Alternates can just be selected automatically for us. Our aircraft type is the A320 November for A320neo. And our variant, we're going to use the Inibuilds A320neo version 2 that I've saved here for Microsoft Flight Simulator. Everything else we can basically leave the same. We are going to do a very low cruising altitude of only 24,000 feet. Payload, zero fuel weights, etc. can all stay the same. The route we'll leave the same, and we'll use the departure and the arrival obviously that we get from ATC depending on the weather. With that done, we can go ahead and click on generate flight. Alright, so there we have our flight briefing. Now I am going to change the departure time when we file our vPilot flight plan, because depending on how much traffic we have on the ground at Vatsim, we might be delayed a little bit. So something that has changed since I did my last Vatsim flight on YouTube is we no longer file the flight plan on vPilot. So in the previous tutorial I showed you we used to file the flight plan over here, but now it opens up a website, the Vatsim website, to file your flight plan there. You have to fill in everything manually. A handy little tool on SimBrief is the pre-file on a network tab over here. So by clicking on that, you can come down here to Vatsim and go myvatsim.net. And if you click on pre-file, it's going to open up the same Vatsim webpage for you. Only this time, it's filled in everything for you. So you've got your call sign, your flight rules, your aircraft type, etc., etc. As I said, I'm going to change the off-block time to something a little bit later, maybe 17:30. Just to give you some extra time to prepare the aircraft for the departure. Right, everything else we're going to leave as standard. You can see the route details. It hasn't put in the standard instrument departure or the arrival that we're going to get from ATC. Very important, make sure that once you filed your flight plan that you connect to the vPilot network using the same call sign. So for us this evening it is 8685. So at the bottom, click on File Flight Plan, and that says Flight Plan Filed, enjoy your flight. Now you can do this before you even connect to vPilot or connect the sim or anything like that. Then the controllers will have it ready for you when you are on the network. There it says any flight plan you file here will automatically be registered when you connect to the network. You will not need to refile your flight plan when connected. Alright, good stuff. So with that out of the way, we can close that, and then back on the SimBrief website you can view the PDF here. Now obviously this is accessible from the flight tablet inside the Inibuilds A320neo. So you can see we've got a cost index of 29. We have a block fuel of 4.7 tons. I think I might add a little bit extra there just in case, so too much traffic. And a zero fuel weight over here of 56.8. I'll probably add like another 1 ton of fuel just to give us a little bit of extra fuel. Even though it is a very short flight, we don't know how long we're going to be on the ground for. We don't know how much traffic we're going to have at Amsterdam due to this event. Right, we're going to move that out of the way, and we can load up the sim and get ready to set up the aircraft. Alrighty, so here we are inside the sim. We are in the Inibuilds A320neo in the EasyJet livery. We have parked at a Hotel 4, and we want to connect to the Vatsim network, so I'm going to bring up vPilot. And I'm going to click on connect. The call sign is Easy 8685. A320neo is fine. A20 November is correct. Make sure connect in observer mode is not ticked, and we can click on connect. There we go, connected to network. All our frequencies will start populating here. Now we are waiting for ATC to come online, so we're going to take our time. There we got some aircraft loaded up. So there we have another EasyJet aircraft and a KLM liveried aircraft as well. So these guys are on the Vatsim network. I don't know what sim they're flying in. They could be on Veep, they could be on X-Plane, they could be on FSX still. That's the cool thing about Vatsim, is you can all connect to the same network and you see each other in your sims. Alright, so here we are inside the aircraft, completely cold and dark. So before we get going, let's do the cockpit preparation. So we're going to start by making sure the parking brake is set. The wipers are off, so both wipers are in the off position. Spoilers are retracted, so those are down. Engine master switches are off. Engine mode selector is normal. Thrust levers are in the idle position. Flaps are up or retracted. The landing gear lever is down. Then we're going to go to the overhead panel. We're going to turn on battery master switch 1 and 2. You can see it's going to power up the aircraft a little bit, but what we need is the external power. So we do have the ground power units outside connected to the aircraft, so it says external power is available. So we're going to click on external power over there. Then we're going to turn on the ADIRS 1, 2 and 3 to nav. We can do the APU fire test. We can do the engine fire test. Alright. We'll leave the fuel pumps off for now until we've refueled. And on the emergency exit lights. No smoking sign can go to auto, seatbelt signs can go on. Nav and logo lights can go on. Crew supply will put on so long as well. And that's fine for the overhead panel for now. Alright, the displays are powering up. Let's go to the EFB and get our sim brief flight plan. So we're going to go to the dashboard. We're going to click on sim brief. And here we have Amsterdam to Gatwick, easy 8685. Here we have the weather for the departure and arrival. Ground page, we need 2. Actually, we'll use GSX, so let's go to GSX and say request boarding.
Requested.
And we can do the catering service as well. Here we have the stairs coming into position. Open exit 2, I'm sure they'll open by themselves. I'm just going to open all the doors, why not? Cool, then we need the payload page. Get our sim brief payload. I said I'm going to add a little bit more fuel, so I'm going to add another ton of fuel there to make it 5. Well, we'll just make it 5.5, that's fine. And we're going to apply the load and we'll make it fast up to 5 minutes. And there we go. Alright, so there he's moving into position so they can start loading the passengers, or boarding the passengers. We have 7 minutes for the IRS to be aligned. And we're going to go over here to the MCDU. We're going to do as our acronym diff strip to set up the MCDU. So for D we have data, there's nothing to fill in there. So init A, we're going to init request, and it's going to bring up our route. So there we have from Amsterdam to Gatwick. Our flight number this evening we'll fill in. It's going to be easy 8685. Cost index I said is 29. You can see it as our flight level of 240 there.
Passengers boarding starting.
Flight plan, this is our flight plan page. So we're going from Amsterdam direct Idrid, Abned, Amriv, Momik, etc. to Tebra and then to Gatwick. Now we need to fill in the standard instrument departure before we can do the performance page. So we need that from the clearance delivery controller, which we'll only get once he's online. But we need to listen to the ATIS first. So let's continue with the init B page. So once the fuel has been loaded, which it has, we have 5.6 tons of fuel. We have a zero fuel weight of 56.8, which is correct.
Welcome on board.
Our trip wins for this evening is going to be
Hello.
minus 42.
Welcome on board. Hello.
There we go. So we've got a flight time of 50 minutes, so less than an hour. Alright, so before we can continue with this takeoff page, we need to know the departure runway. So let's see if we got an ATIS online yet. So I'm going to bring up vPilot, see what controllers we have online.
Hello. Hello.
Alright, so here we have East Center, West Center has come online, we have approach online, towers online, so everybody's online, so there's ground, and there's delivery. We don't have the ATIS yet, it should come up shortly. So I'm going to write down these frequencies on my piece of paper where I make my notes, just so I don't have to reference vPilot all the time. So I'm going to write delivery 121980. Ground, I think it's south 121705. One is 705, one is 805. So I'm just going to go 705-805. I'm not sure which one it is. I think it's 705. Tower is going to be 119230, I think.
Boarding pass, please.
We've got two towers as well, 119230. Approach we have 121205. We also have 118405. And then we have East Center because that's the direction. Oh no, we have West Center because that's the heading we do. That's the direction we're heading in, I think. So it's going to be 125750. Alright, there we have ATIS online as well, 132980. So 132980. So let's listen to the ATIS and see what runway we're using. 132980. So what we want to write down is the ATIS information letter, the winds, the temperature, the QNH, the departure runway. So that's what I'm going to jot down now.
Skipple information
There we go.
Alpha. Main landing runway 18 right. The Skipple information Alpha.
Information Alpha.
Main landing runway 18 right. Main departing runway 18 left.
So 18 left.
Transition level 45. Wind 250 degrees. 18 knots. Variable between 210 and 280 degrees. Visibility 10 kilometers or more. Clouds. View at 2,800 feet.
Catering vehicles.
Temperature
on
18.
way.
2.10. QNH 1004 hectopascal. No significant change. Operational report. Contact approach call sign only. Noise abatement and ADT2 procedures shall be applied. Acknowledge information Alpha.
Okay, so we have information Alpha. Winds 250 at 18. So we're taking off runway 18 left. Okay, so departure runway is 18 left.
Charlie Victor, you can contact Navigraph 121.805. What for Papa Juliet, say again?
Okay, I'm just going to turn that off while I talk to you because there's too much talking. Okay, so ADOs are aligned. We have runway 18. So if I bring up Navigraph and load this flight, just check out charts so we can see what we expect. I like to see what departure I can expect. So when I call for clearance, I sort of have an idea of what departure I might be given. If it's something different, then obviously I can change it. 18 left. That'll remove the SID. And we need a SID that's taking us to Idrid. So departure, select a departure. So we got this one. So it is 18 left to Idrid. So it's going to be the Volco 5 Echo departure is probably what we're going to get. Because Volco 3 Golf is going off 24. Volco 5 Echo is going off 18 left, which is that departing runway over there. So we're going to go down south that way. So I'm probably going to expect the Volco 5 Echo departure. Otherwise it's going to give me 3 Golf off of runway 24, which I doubt. So with that done, let's get our departure clearance so we can carry on. So I've written here my call sign, my aircraft, information Alpha. We got stand Hotel 4. We have information alpha and we want our IFR clearance to Gatwick. So let me just get that frequency back for delivery. It is 121980.
Departure, initial climb, flight level 60, squawking 3171 for KLM 95 Tango. KLM 95 Tango, read correct, report fully ready. Go, go.
Just going to wait for a gap in the frequency and then we're going to get our departure.
Charlie, cleared Warsaw, Arnhem.
Delivery, good evening, Easy 86A5, Airbus A320neo, stand Hotel 4, information alpha, request IFR clearance to Gatwick.
Two stations, first Easy 8685, cleared London Gatwick, Volco 5 Echo departure, runway 18 left. Initial climb, flight level 60, squawk 7335.
Cleared London Gatwick, Volco 5 Echo departure, runway 18 left. Initial climb, flight level 60, squawk 7335. Easy 8685.
Easy 8685, read back correct, report ready. Break.
Okay, so there we have our departure. So,
Charlie,
just like I
you
expected.
don't quite have the event route, send it to you via text.
Flight plan, so we're going to go departure 18 left.
Reference 23 Charlie, you don't have the event route filed, please get it.
I'll go back to him when I'm finished talking to you. So, Volco 5 Echo departure. We're going to insert that. So that should look like that. That's good. Just zoom out a little bit. So we're going to go down south and then do the right turn. Alright, that's fine. So now that that's done, we can continue setting up the MCDU. So we got the flight plan in. We've got the init A page done, the init B page done. So now we can do the performance page. So let's go ahead to the performance calculator that comes with this aircraft. So we're going to take off here. We're taking off runway 18 left. Okay, surface dry winds we have 250 at 18. Outside temperature we have 18. Altimeter we have 1004. Weight we have 62.2. So I'm going to go 62,200. Config 1 is fine. Pax on is fine. ANSI is fine. Force toggle off and calculate. So we're not going to use much runway at all. So flex temp 58 degrees, V1 137, V rotate 137, V2 140. Trimable horizontal stabilizer 0.3 up. Just want to see if this matches the winds they gave us. 250 at 18. Temperature 18, yeah it does. Okay, so let's go and send that to FMGS. Here we can confirm takeoff data. And we're going to do flaps 1 and a forward of 0.3 up. Alright, there is our takeoff data set. That's basically the MCDU set up. So we can get ready for pushback and departure. Let's go ahead and finish setting up the EFIS and the FCU. So we have 1004. Constraints can go on, flight directors on. Initial altitude is 6000. 1004 can go on the other side as well. Yeah, we'll put waypoints on, that's fine. Everything else seems set up. Back to the overhead panel. Fuel pumps can go on. Let's start the APU so long. So we're going to APU master switch can go on. We're going to give it about 3 seconds and then we're going to click start there and start the APU. Once that is fired up and ready, we can disconnect the ground power unit. There we have flap open. Let's jump outside and listen to the APU. Alright, there we have the APU starting up. So we should probably tell him that we're ready for the pushback so we can...
Read back correct, report fully ready, break, KLM 210, you haven't filed the event.
Send us to probably Schiphol plan 121655. We'll ask him, but let's do this finished first. So let's bring up the before start checklist. Alright, cockpit preparation is completed, gear pins and covers removed, signs are on and auto. ADOs are set to nav. Fuel quantity we have 5.6 tons set. Takeoff data set. Barrier ref we have 1004 set on both. That is the before start checklist down to the line. And let's get ready for push and start. So we can get GSX ready. Prepare for pushback and departure. Waiting for other services to complete. GPU. So I need to have the APU ready first. So we have APUs available. So external power can be disconnected. Let's go and toggle the GPU and the chocks. Okay, so they're disappearing. I'll get ready for pushback. And let's tell him we are ready. So
fully ready for the push and start.
First, get a 905 Tango, information Alpha, QNH 1004, contact planner 121.655.
121.655, we have.
So 121.655 is probably planned.
Ready for pushback and takeoff.
Speedbird 211, information Alpha, QNH 1004, contact planner 121.655.
I didn't put in my score code because I always forget, and it is 7335.
4 and information Alpha, contact 121.655. Thank you. Speedbird 211.
13 Papa requesting push and start.
13 Papa, squawk 0174.
Easy 8685, request push and start.
EV885, information Alpha, QNH 1004, contact planner 121.655.
121.655, easy 8685.
Good evening,
Okay, so 121.655.
121.70, QNH 124, Speedbird 211.
Skibble planner, good evening, easy 8685, stand hotel 4, ready for push and start.
8685, hello, 8 is Alpha, QNH 1005, contact ground 11805 for pushback.
121.805 for pushback, easy 8685, thank you. So why is he pushing me? Maybe he's only doing the events. Skibble ground, good evening, easy 8685, stand hotel 4, request push and start.
Easy 8685, hello, pushback startup approved.
Push and start approved, easy 8685.
Release parking brakes.
Alright, so beacon light is on, thrust levers are idle, parking brake, we can release the parking brake,
Parking brakes.
windows and doors are closed,
Commencing push.
APU bleed needs to go
Engines
on,
clear. Start at will.
engines are clear and we can start at will. So we're going to start engine number 2 first. So engine mode selector can go to ignition start, and as we are riding back we can go engine start. Okay, so engine number 1 or engine number 2 is starting up nicely.
Roger, holding Echo 5 for runway 18 left,
Okay, let's start engine number 1.
and then going 118.405.
Cockpit
It is
ground.
9509 and negative.
You can disconnect.
The frequency for tower is liner, tower on Bamba liner, decimal 230.
Roger, 119.230. Location 950.
So that'll probably be our next frequency, 230.
11730, same for you, tower Bamba liner, decimal 230. Bye bye.
Tower 119.30, current 7530, thank you, bye bye.
Unlocking gear.
Okay, so engine number 1 is starting up. I'm just checking our taxi route, so we're probably going to have to taxi. We are over here in the hotel apron,
Left is clear. Right is
so
clear.
probably up here along Alpha 13, maybe November 2. Just want to see where this carries on. So November 2 crosses, or we can take an intersection departure at Echo 5, because we've got plenty runway, so we can take Echo 5 if he gives it to us, or we can go November 2 Echo 6. So he's probably going to give us one of these holding points, November 2 Echo 5 or Echo 6 because this runway is not in use. So let's see what he says. Alright, engine number 1 started. So after... Okay, so we can... APU bleed can go off, APU can go off. Nose wheel can go to taxi, runway turn of lights can go on. Auto brake set to max. Flaps 1 set. On speed brake, ignition mode selected to normal.
Steady 104, you continue with your taxi via Alpha.
We can do a
your second left.
flight control check. So, flight controls. Full left, neutral, full right, neutral, full up, neutral, full down, neutral, rudder, full left. Full right. Okay, after our checklist, NCR still not required, ECAM status. Let's check.
Aircraft.
Pitch trim is
Actually, disregard 2 aircraft passing
0.3
behind
up,
will be about
more or
2
less.
minutes.
Rudder 0, and we can taxi. So let's get our taxi clearance. Ground Easy 8685 ready for taxi.
Easy 8685, taxi on the point Echo 5, runway 18 left via Bravo. And Alpha 19er East, that's the orange line.
Holding point Echo 5 for 18 left via Bravo and 19 East to the orange line. Easy 8685. Alright, so that's the orange line. What did he tell us?
And Teddy 104,
19
taxi
center,
via the blue
19
line,
East,
that's
which is the
Alpha
orange
19er
line.
West. It's the first line on your
Echo
right.
5 via Bravo. Isn't that the other way? So Echo 5 is over there. So I'm going in the opposite direction. So Echo 5 is over there. So I'm going to go
Ground scale 95 Tango, requesting taxi.
up this way
Kilo 95 Tango,
Down
taxi on the
Bravo
point Echo 6,
to
runway
Echo 5,
18
which is over
by
here.
Alpha 13 and Bravo. At the number 2, cross runway 27.
Okay, so release parking brake. Let's get out of here.
Taxi to holding point Echo 6, runway 18 left via Alpha 13 Bravo, crossing 27 at November to Kilo 95 Tango.
Okay, so we're going to stay on the orange line, which is this one that we're actually on. Okay, while we're rolling, takeoff config test. Predictive wind shear can go on. We'll put the...
Canadian 1549er, hello, second please. Canadian 1549er, roger, continue.
Alright, so on the orange line... Oh, because we've got an aircraft coming in, that's why. Very nice.
Day 6137, hello, pushback startup approved.
So this is Alpha, so the next one is Bravo. So
Facing to the east.
Day 6137, firm.
this is Bravo, so we're going to go right on Bravo. And then straight all the way to Echo 5.
Papa Juliet, pushback startup approved. Pushback startup approved, Papa Juliet.
Probably going to have to join the queue here. Alright, before takeoff checklist, flight controls are checked, flight instruments checked. Briefing is confirmed. Flap settings, we have config 1 set. V rotate 137, V1 137, V rotate 137, V2 140, flex 53 degrees.
Kilo 95 Tango, contact tower, Baba 9er, decimal 230, bye-bye.
HC is set, ECAM memo, takeoff no blue.
9er, decimal 230,
That is the before takeoff checklist down to the line. Slow down a little bit.
Goedenavond, Transavia 873 Kilo, Delta 43, goeiedag.
first, easy 8685, give way to the Boeing 737 from your right.
Give way to the traffic from right to left, easy 8687.
Not for Papa Juliet, request taxi. Not for Papa Juliet, taxi on the point Echo 6, runway 18 left via Bravo. At November 2, cross runway 27.
Taxi to Valley Point Echo 6 on 187 via Bravo. At November 2, cross runway 27, not for Papa Juliet.
Not to Papa Juliet, contact tower 119er, decimal 230, bye bye.
Tower 119, Papa Juliet, thank you, bye.
Easy 8685 and Echo 5, hold short runway 18 left and contact the tower 119er, decimal 230, bye bye.
At Echo 5, hold short 18 left, contact tower 119 at 230 for easy 8685. Thanks, bye. I forgot the frequency there.
FedEx 15 Tango, stand by on 121.705, bye bye.
Okay, so we're going to hold short here at Echo 5 and contact tower. So this is Echo 5, there you can see that there it says Echo 5, so we're going to stop here. Let's set the parking brake and we can get ready for takeoff. So before takeoff, checklist below the line. Cabin crew has been advised TCAS TARA will set now. Engine mode selectors are normal, packs are on, and we can contact tower. Skipple Tower, good evening, easy 8685 at Echo 5, we are ready for departure.
First Air France 23 Charlie, they were valid clear for takeoff in 250 degrees, 16 knots, bye bye.
Clear for takeoff, 18 Charlie, 18 valid from 23 Charlie.
Easy 8685, we are departing Air France A320 from the beginning of the runway, line up and wait to runway valid left, Echo 5 behind.
Behind the departing aircraft, line up and wait, Echo 5, runway 18 left, easy 8685. Okay, so after him I can line up and wait. So next frequency is probably going to be 121205. So let me release the parking brake so I can line up and wait so long. Just get that ready. Okay, so let's creep forward. Okay, on the runway, so TCAS TARA. Strobe lights can go on, landing lights can go on. And we are clear to line up and wait, but not take off.
Easy 8685, runway 18 left, cleared for takeoff, wind 250 degrees, 16 knots, bye.
Clear to take off, easy 8685, thanks, bye. Okay, so let's not waste any time.
The tower for 23 Charlie, sorry, can we check the frequency for departure?
So I'm going to go straight out of here, not any delay.
120 first, taxi, bye bye.
So there's
Bye bye.
50%. Let's go. Manflex SRS nav. There's 80 knots. $100 knots. 120. V1. Rotate. Oh, strong winds. Positive rate of climb, gear up. Pitching for the flight directors.
Lots 2 Capitulate, runway 18 left, cleared for takeoff, wind 250 degrees, 16 knots, bye.
This guys are wasting time, eh?
Clear for takeoff 18 left, to Papa Juliet, bye bye.
Barely off the runway.
Tower 6 Papa Juliet, Echo 5, holding for runway 18 left.
That's 2 stations at a time.
Well, the Foxtrot Amsterdam and Hotel 1 from Echo 5, race to the departure, hello. Condor 79er Foxtrot, hello. Behind the departing lot, Boeing 737, 90 per way to the runway 18 left, Echo 5 behind.
Okay.
Behind departing aircraft, runway 18 left behind.
Thrust climb, pitch down, speed up. Let's go a little bit to the right.
The other station was Speedbird 211, correct?
Okay, let's change
Speedbird
frequencies.
211. Speedbird 211, hello.
For Amsterdam, Charlie, contact Amsterdam radar 124.880, bye-bye.
Let's go flaps up. Skipper, good evening, Easy 8685.
Easy 8685, radar contact, climb flight level 130.
Flight level 130, Easy 8685. Okay, autopilot can go on.
KM to 3 hotel, listen to 3000,
130.
005.
Set standard here, and here. Let's clean up the aircraft so that can go off. That can go off.
Local Papa Juliet radar contact, climb flight level 130.
After takeoff checklist, landing gear is up, flaps retracted, packs are on, barrier reference, we have standard sets on both. That's after takeoff checklist complete. We are climbing through flight level 050
Okay, expedite to descend to flight level 60 thereafter.
for 130.
Expedite at flight level 60, then stand for second, to hotel.
And then we're probably going to go to West Center 125750, I think is the next frequency. 125750. Alright, so continuing on this departure, climbing through flight level 70 for 130. 250 knots.
Easy 8685, contact Amsterdam 125.750, bye.
125750, Easy 8685. Thanks, bye.
65, yes,
Amsterdam radar, good evening, Easy 8685, climbing through flight level 100 for 130.
Hello, EC 8685, climb flight level 240, proceed direct MRIF.
Flight level 240, direct AMRIV, Easy 8685. Okay, so 240 and direct AMRIV. So we're going to go direct AMRIV, so left turn, and we're going to insert that. It's taken us now on a left turn direct to AMRIV, which is over there. Alright, so 240 is our cruising altitude. So after that we are golden. I think there's going to be a little break in the ATC as we get over the channel. But if I bring up somewhere, we can see we've got plenty of ATC. So we are here climbing out of Amsterdam. Here there's a gap between these two controllers, but here we have London South online. So I think I'll contact him before we get to Gatwick. So yeah, we have Gatwick approach online or director. We have tower, we have ground. So hopefully all these controllers stay online for the arrival into Gatwick. It'll be nice to do an approach with all these controllers online. Once we get up to flight level 240, we can start planning our arrival already. Okay, we're well above flight level 100, so let's go ahead and turn off the landing lights. Seatbelt signs can go off as well, and we can let the passengers move around a bit. Alright, 160 for 240. Let's have a look at the... yeah, if we look at somewhere again, you can see the 8 is for Gatwick.
Hello, Transavia 138 Tango, cleared Lanzo 2 Alpha.
Runway in use is 26 left, ILS to be expected, transition level 75. Gatwick delivery is closed. Continue ground. So we're going to be arriving at 26 left, so let's plan that on Navigraph.
Amsterdam radar KLM 7 Yankee descending through 240.
Okay,
Hello,
so there we are, we're heading direct
Dana 3 Alpha right,
Amrim.
runway 18 right.
So we're going to go from Amrim to Tebra. So it's going to be a Tebra, well there it's already inserted, Tebra to Golf arrival. So from Tebra we're going to go to Abtim at 140, then down to Lark, then Timber at 070, then to the Mayfield VRR to join the ILS for 26 left.
Aircraft 501, climb flight default 350.
Climbing 350, aircraft 57.
Alright, so let's punch that in so long. Flight plan, destination, arrival. We're going to do ILS 26 left. And it's Tebra 2 Golf arrival.
And
we're going via Timber.
Direct Ripper.
Timber. So let's insert that over there. So that can start planning my top of descent. So we have 140 at Abtim, Timber 050. So that's not right. That should be 070 at Timber.
So Fafia 138 Tango, descend flight default 70.
Let me just bring that chart back because I saw 070 at Timber. I wonder if that's the same even if we use doing the ILS. What happens if I go set approach, ILS 26 left via Timber? That doesn't look right. So we got Timber, then Mayfield, then around to the ILS. So that's the final approach. So from Timber, here it says holding altitude 4,000, Mayfield at 4,000. So from there to there, I've got to get 3,000 feet. And then this way for the final approach. So we will leave it. We'll leave it as is for now because I'm sure we're going to have ATC vectoring us anyway. So they're going to give us headings and altitudes to fly. What I will put in is India Whiskey Whiskey for the ILS. So we go to the RadNav page. And I'm going to put India Whiskey Whiskey. It's that one because it's the closest one. Course 257, 1110.9. Alright, there we are, 240. So the weather we have in Gatwick is 220 at 11 knots. Let's do the performance page.
Hello, I-6 Echo Zulu, cleared Lobster
220,
to Alpha
11
arrival
knots.
for 18 right.
Temperature is
Descent flight default 180.
18 QNH 1004. Temp 18 QNH 1004. Our barrow for this approach is going to be on the chart, so we're going to go back to Navigraph. And it's going to be the final.
Aircraft 501, climb flight default 39er, sit up.
So we'll just use this one because plenty of visibility.
296.
296 on the barrow. Alright, that's the approach set up. So now we're going to continue flying.
6 Yankee Delta, contact Stipple approach 121.205 away. DC 8685, leaving Dutch airspace, note for the 18 in the next sector, Malanta Unicorn Delta 2 decimate for once again DC 8685. Bye bye.
Unicom 122.8, easy 8685. Thanks, bye. Okay, Unicom 122.8 for a couple of minutes. I'm sure we're going to get asked to contract London shortly. So we're crossing the channel, we're going to go 122.8. We have approximately 40 nautical miles to go for our top of descent. We're going to hit the descent before we hit London's airspace, so we'll start the descent and contact him once he requests us to. So if I bring up somewhere, you can see that this is us here. We've just left their airspace. We're heading over the channel to London Control. So we're going to wait for him to ask us to contact him, and then we're going to go from London Control to Gatwick Director, then Tower, then Ground. So we have Gatwick Information Uniform, runway news 26 left, transition level, flight level 75, surface wind 210 at 10 knots, visibility 10 kilometers or more, few clouds at 3,200 feet, temperature 18, dew point 10, QNH 1004. So I'm going to write these frequencies down so long. The first one is 129430 for London control. Then we have 126825 for director. After that will be on tower 124230, and finally ground 121.805. So next frequency is 129430, I think. So we're going to put that in the standby, 129430. We'll leave that in the standby. And we'll pick this up at the top of descent in about 25 nautical miles time. Alright, so there we are, approaching our top of descent marker. So we're going to pull the altitude back to 140, which is our altitude restriction there at Vatsim. And we're going to start a nice managed descent. So 1,000 foot per minute until we hit the descent profile, then we will continue the descent. So just a reminder, we're on the Tebra 2 Golf arrival. So yeah, we've just crossed Tebra, then we're going to Vatsim at 140, then we go down to Arnhem, Lark, Timber, then around Mayfield, and then the ILS 26 left. Our next altitude is going to be 7,000. Okay, so below 10,000 feet now, let's go ahead and turn the landing lights on. Seatbelt signs can go back on. Landing system can go on. That's going to give us the localizer and the glide slope. Continuing down to 7,000 feet. Okay, so if I check the map again, we are over here. London is going offline at the moment, so that's why he asked us not to contact him. So let's see if we can contact director 126825. He's also been online for 2.5 hours. He's probably also going to go offline soon. Otherwise, we're just going to vector ourselves in. We shall see what happens. Alright, so I suppose in the meantime we can brief this approach. So if I could bring up the approach, so we got the initial approach from Timber. We're going to head to the Mayfield VRR at 4,000 feet. We're going to head up north, descending to 2,000 feet for the initial approach, and then the final approach we're just going to join the localizer, descend on the glide slope for runway 26 left. Our missed approach is going to be climb to 3,000 feet straight ahead until passing 2,000 feet, or D1.0 India Whiskey. Inbound, whichever is later, then turn left onto a heading of 178, then as directed. And that's Gatwick director, I'm sure. Okay, please contact me 126825, 126825.
3160 not still in a
Gatwick director, good evening, easy 8685, flight level 70 inbound lock.
Yeah, you're actually too low there, sir, so I'm not sure what instructions you had from London, but okay, maintain flight level 70, it's landing runway 26 left.
We'll maintain flight level 70 and expect 26 left for easy 8685.
Easy 8685, tell you what, sir, fly heading 280 degrees.
Heading 280, easy 8685.
Easy 18 Delta Papa, left turn heading 290 degrees. When established on the localizer 26 left, descend glide.
Turn left to 290 and descend by the glide when established. Easy 18 Delta Papa.
Alright, so he's going to give us headings and altitudes to fly to get us onto the ILS for
Easy 18 Delta
26
Papa,
left.
reduce speed 160 to 4.
Descent, reducing 160, easy 18 at bottom.
Easy 8685, report your indicated airspeed.
250 knots, easy 8685.
Roger, reduce speed 220 knots, please.
220 knots, easy 8685.
Tomjet 49, descend to altitude at 3,000 feet.
Descend 3000, Tomjet 09.
Okay, slowing down to 220 knots as you requested.
124.230, goodbye.
124.230, easy 18 at bottom. Thank you, bye bye.
Easy 8685, turn right heading 030 degrees.
Right heading 030, easy 8685.
That 8496 for transport check.
Yeah, like I said, all I can see is a dot. I can't see anything at all.
Okay, because it's already on Charlie, but with booking 2000, I don't know why.
Yeah, I think it's because you're probably too far away for you to actually come up. So when you get a little bit closer, I'll be able to sort of like give you more information.
Okay, no problem. Thank you, Tom. That's what I think.
Easy 8685, descend to altitude 4,000 feet. The QNH is 1004.
Descend altitude 4000, QNH 1004, easy 8685.
And easy 8685, once the level, reduce speed 180.
180 for at 4000 feet, easy 8685.
Tomjet 49, turn left heading 290 degrees. When established on the localizer 26 left, descend glide. Easy 8685, turn left heading 360 degrees.
Left heading 360, easy 8685. What am I doing? Oh, 180. Left heading 360 degrees, 4000 feet. And I need to slow down to...
Easy calling 102, Nicom 122, data
180. Speed 180.
And easy 8685, just to let you know, we'll be taking you through the localizer slightly.
No problem, easy 8685.
Tomjet 49, speed 160 to 4.
160 to 4, Tomjet.
Tomjet 49, you can contact the tower now, 124.230, good day.
124.230, see you then, you're ahead, Tomjet 49.
And easy 8685, left turn having 230 degrees, and when established on the localizer 26 left, descend glide.
Left heading 260 and when established descend on the glide, easy 8685.
And next 230, sir, 230.
Heading 230, easy 8685.
Thank you. Brake Condor 1903, descend to altitude 3,000 feet, QNH is 1004.
1004, mechanics descend 3000 feet, Condor 1903.
Condor 1903, and reduce speed 180.
Reducing 180, Condor 1903.
Easy 8685 on that heading, when established on the localizer 26 left, descend glide.
When established on the localizer 26 left, we'll descend on the glide, easy 8685. Okay, so just turning now to join the localizer. We've actually gone right through it, so you have to come back for it.
Brake easy 8685, make that heading 220 degrees.
220, easy 8685.
At the station calling, I'm not able to see, so confirm your squawking mode, Charlie.
Yes, that's affirmative. We're passing E this
Okay, so we're going through 180 knots, so to set flaps 1. Once the localizer comes in, we'll make a right turn onto the runway heading. So it looks like the glide slope's going to
Time's
come
at
in for the
9 Golf Hill. I'm going to
localizer.
be closing by the time you get close, so you can continue on Unicom 123 decimal 8. Good day.
Roger, 122 decimal 8. Bye-bye, I'm just 9 ago.
Okay, we're still 12 nautical miles out, so I'm going to maintain the speed of 180 because we're quite slow. There's the glide slope, so we're going to start descending.
685, confirm you're flying 220 degrees.
Hey firm, heading 220 for easy 8685.
Okay, no worries. Yeah, descend to 3,000 feet, and on that heading, when established, localizer 26 left, descend glide.
Descend 3,000 feet when established on the localizer, descend on the glide, easy 8685.
Gatwick Director, Lufthansa 4, Lima Charlie, with you, descending through 6,900.
Yeah, I'm going to be closing shortly, sir, so I'm on a Unicom 122 decimal 8.
Copy that.
Okay, there's the localizer.
Condor 1903, turn left, heading 290 degrees.
Left hand 290, Condor 190.
There's the runway in front of us. 10 nautical miles out, so I'm going to go ahead and start
Condor
slowing down.
1903, on that heading, when established on the localizer 26 left, descend glide.
Download Condor 1903, establish island 26 left.
Gatwick Tower, good evening, easy 8685 on the ILS 26 left.
Easy 8685, Gatwick Tower, hello. Continue approach, runway 26 left.
Continue approach for 26 left, easy 8685. This aircraft just doesn't want to slow down. Okay, so we can assume that cabin is ready. Spoilers, we can arm the spoilers.
Easy 8685, surface wind 220 degrees, 8 knots, runway 26 left, cleared to land.
Cleared to land, runway 26 left, easy 8685.
Cockpit 0490, welcome to Gatwick, taxi second right Juliet, hold short uniform.
Second right Juliet, hold short uniform, come Juliet for now.
Our next frequency is ground 121805. Solid crosswind from the left. Bumpy, bumpy.
Subject 049, contact ground 121.805 by.
Firm 121.805 by, contact ground.
Hey, look at the train.
Minimum 50, 40, 30, 20, retard 10, retard.
Right, a little bit right of centre line. But we are on the ground in Gatwick. Just see where I can get off this runway. We missed that one, so we're going to go the next one. Oh, rudder pedals. Okay, we can get off here at this exit. So I think we are on
Condor 1903, surface wind 220 degrees, 8 knots, runway 26 left, cleared to land.
Okay, so flaps can go up, that can go off.
Easy 8685, back into Gatwick, taxi second right Juliet, hold short, uniform.
Second right Juliet, hold short, uniform, easy 8685. So, where am I going now? Where's my chart? Second right Juliet. So I'm going to go across the runway and then my second right is onto Juliet and hold short of uniform, which is the first taxiway line. So on the ground, let's go to the transponder, can go off. Taxi light can go on, it's already on, we can start the APU. All good. And then we're going to go second right, which is this one over here, onto uniform. Sorry, onto Juliet. And then we're going to hold short uniform, which is the next one.
Easy 8685, contact ground 121.8055, bye.
121.805, easy 8685, thanks, bye.
Gatwick survey, good evening, stop to state 490.
Gatwick ground, good evening, easy 8685 on Juliet. No.
Easy 8685, Gatwick ground, good afternoon, welcome to Gatwick. Taxi Juliet, Romeo, Kilo, stand 103.
Juliet, Romeo, Kilo for stand 103, easy 8685. Okay, so let's tell GSX where we're going. Stand, next page, next page, next page, next page, 105. No, I don't need to follow me. EasyJet White, handling by EasyJet White. Now, where is stand 105? So I'm on Juliet. So I'm going left on Romeo, right on Kilo for stand 105. I'll probably show you all where I'm going. So I'm here on Juliet, I'm going right on Romeo, left on Kilo, and stand 105 is here at Pier 6.
Condor 1903, Gatwick ground, good afternoon. Hold short Romeo.
Short Romeo, Condor 1906.
Condor 1903, do you have a visual on the EasyJet on Juliet?
Yes, sir, we have a visual on the EasyJet on Juliet.
Condor 1903, thanks. Taxi stand 554 via Romeo, Lima, and Quebec Alpha.
Romeo, Lima, Quebec Alpha to 554, stand Condor 1903 after passing of the EasyJet.
Okay, so this is Romeo. So I'm going to take a right on Kilo. And then stand 103 is going to be the last one in the middle here on our left.
Easy Vanny, that's up on block. Thanks for your service, bye bye.
That's bye.
And 103 is going to be the last one on the left here. So here's 107, 106, 105, 104, so 103 is this one over here, 103. Swing it around. Oh, I don't have a jetway. gave him the wrong stand, eh? I said 105. Okay, well, we'll bring it to a stop here. And we'll set the parking brake. Okay, so parking brake is set. APU is available. Actually, we can connect the external power instead. So ground, toggle GPU, toggle chocks. There we have external power is available, so let's connect that. Let's go ahead and shut down the engines. Okay, engines are shutting down. We can request deboarding. So seatbelt signs can go off, beacon light can go off.
Ground, Lufthansa 40 Charlie on short Tango, runway 08 left.
Nav and logo lights can go off. Emergency lights can go off. That can all go off. And we are done. Stairs are arriving. Alright, we can shut it down. So we're on the external power now. Everything is, engines are off. Passengers are going to start deboarding. Alright, so there you have it, guys. Another full flight on the Vatsim network from Amsterdam to Gatwick. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, as always, leave them in the comments below and I'll get back to you as soon as you can, or jump on out to our Discord where we can have a conversation there. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button, hit subscribe, do all that good YouTube stuff as always, and we'll see you in the next one. Happy flying. Cheers.